So, hello ladies. So, we're going to begin. So this is going to be the fitness part. So today is day number 1. It's going to be a 5-minute workout. However, the video is going to be a little bit longer because I want to do just a short intro, and I'm going to go over some Pilates basics, which are going to be really important. And you can come back to the video and rewatch the Pilates basics to help you execute the movements properly and without injuring yourself. So first off, I just want to mention a few things. So I encourage each and every one of you, you can do the workout any time of the day, whenever you have free time. If you want to do it twice a day, because I know that 5 minutes doesn't seem like a lot. You're welcome to do it multiple times if you want to. And so basically the workouts, we're going to be working on the core. Now, as I previously mentioned in the information session, the core is so much more than the abdominals, right? So the core, think of it as it connects your upper torso to your lower limbs, to your lower body. So it's everything that comes in between. So yes, the abdominals are obviously included in that, but you don't only have one abdominal muscle, you actually have several. So we're going to work on the transverse muscle. I want you to think of the transverse muscle as sort of a band that wraps around your waist. Now that's going to be a key muscle to strengthen because it actually has multiple benefits. One of the benefits being it helps support us, helps us have better posture, and helps protect the lower back, which is probably the most important thing that we want to do. Then we have the oblique muscles, which are external, internal. Basically, you have 2 on each side. So think of those love handles that sometimes we have and we want to get rid of. Those are the oblique muscles. And then finally, you have the rectus abdominis, which is the most superficial muscle. When we're very, very lean, you see it. It is the 6-pack. All right. Now, along with that, you have the diaphragm, which is the main breathing muscle in the body, which also obviously we're going to be using as we're breathing, using our Pilates breath. And then you have the pelvic floor muscles. So if you've ever heard of the term Kegels, if you've given birth, you've probably done these before to prepare for childbirth. So I want you to imagine that, we've all done it. You need to go to the bathroom, you've got to hold your pee flow in. Those are your pelvic floor muscles. Those are so important because they help prevent, amongst some of the things, they help prevent incontinence, but they also support. They keep your organs in place. And again, they provide support for the lower back area. All right, and then finally, along your spine, you've got what we call the back extensor muscles. So those are the back muscles, which we're also going to be working on because they're part of the core. And finally, we're going to be using our glutes. Unfortunately, our glutes, which is known as our bum muscles, we sit a lot and they become weak as we get older. We lose tone, we lose strength. And believe it or not, weak glutes contribute to a lot of issues, including lower back pain. So we're going to make sure and work those glutes hard. All right, guys, so that's basically it. So this is going to be the focus of the workout for the next 7 days. You're going to be strengthening your core. And I'm sure at the end of this workout, you are going to feel stronger, you are going to feel taller, and you're going to feel so much better. Right, guys? All right. So before we actually begin the official workout, let's just go over a few basics. So what I need you guys to grab is I need you to grab a mat and I need you to grab a towel. All right, so throughout the 7 days, I want you to always have your mat and your towel because we will be using the towel every once in a while. So what I want you guys to do is you're just going to fold up your towel like this, and then you're going to place it. We're actually going to stay sitting with your legs crossed. If this doesn't feel good, please sit up on a chair or grab yourself a big thick pillow and sit on top of your pillow. So let's grab that towel and we're going to wrap it around and around the waist. And then I want you to hold both ends with the opposite hands. So not too tight where you can't breathe, but just snug. Think of snug. All right, so what I want you guys to do is I want you to focus on your rib cage. So in other words, when you inhale, I want you to feel your ribs expand against the towel. So right and left and your back as well. So think posture. You don't want to slouch. You want to try to sit up as tall as you can. Take a big breath in and breathe out. Now breathing out is very important. I want you to imagine you're trying to fog your window. So that's how you're going to exhale. So you breathe in and then exhale, fog your window. Just like that, so keep going. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Now when you were exhaling, you probably felt that things kind of loosened against the towel. So that's actually we're engaging the core muscles. So really important, I want you to keep in mind that your exhale, I want you to almost use like a forced exhale. Exhale to the point where you have no more air in your lungs. That's how far you want to go. And that, the further you go into your exhale, the more you empty out the lungs, the more you're actually going to engage your core muscles. And you probably will start to feel it. Like if you touch, your torso, you'll start to feel kind of like a tightness, a firmness happening. Okay, guys, so let's lie on our backs, okay? Now, I always tell people, because sometimes when you lie flat, your head sort of falls back, it's not comfortable. You can also grab just a cushion or a towel for your head, all right? So let's just lie on our backs here. All right, now, if you guys can see, I still have my towel wrapped around. I'm still holding with both ends, opposite hands, all right? So I'm not gonna look towards you, but you just listen to me. I'm gonna look up towards the ceiling to keep proper posture. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna breathe in again. Feel the tightness against the towel. Exhale, create fog. And start to touch, guys. Start to feel those core muscles engage. 1 more. All right, let's just open up the towel. Just leave it there for a moment. Take your arms down by your side. Now we're going to go into another very important thing, is imprint versus neutral. Now during the 7-day challenge, we are going to be working between imprint and neutral. So we have to understand both positions. Okay, so I want you to imagine you have a small bowl of water right on your belly. Think below your belly button area. Arms by your side. Now on the exhale, I want you to aim the bowl of water towards you, towards your eyes, but without spilling the bowl. So it becomes a smaller movement. Now from here, I want you to try to tilt the pelvis. Imagine the bowl of water spilling down towards the floor. And if you slip your finger underneath, you notice that there's a small little space. So again, exhale, just tilt just to the point before the bowl of water spills, very small. And then you come back to spilling the bowl in the other direction. All right, now from here, can you use your Pilates breath? You're welcome to use your towel again if that's what you want. So now let's incorporate the breath. Exhale, send the bowl towards you. So breathe out, fog the windows. Breathe in, go in the opposite direction. And then go in the other direction. This actually feels quite nice on the lower back, especially if you're tight. And then release all the way. All right, now guys, just take the towel away, put it by your side. You can always come back if you want to use it. Now, try to find the position where the bowl of water is completely still. So a very good trick to use, place your index fingers towards your pubic bone and press your thumbs towards your belly button. Can you get all those fingers on the same plane, on the same line? Now just curiosity, if you jam your back into the mat where your bum wants to start to lift up off the mat, do you notice that your index are higher? Now if you go arch, like really exaggerate it, do you guys notice how your thumbs are higher? Can you bring the index and the thumb sort of on the same line? Now if you slip your finger underneath, oh, you've got a small little space in the lower back. Yes? Okay. I'm going to give you guys an image and I want you to use it throughout the whole challenge. You have a blueberry in your lower back. Do not want to crush it. You want to keep it there. Now guys, don't forget, every body is different. Some people actually have a more pronounced curve than others. So it's a very individual thing. Your curve is probably going to be different than the next person. So just keep in mind there's 2 tricks you can use. Index fingers and thumbs and the blueberry. All right, guys? Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do one last thing and then we're gonna start our workout. All right, so find that neutral position where you have the little blueberry in the lower back. Now I'm gonna take my fingertips on my hip bones. Can you guys feel we call these the ASIS joints. Can you find your hip bones there? Okay. Now can you put your fingers just inside of your hip bones? Okay, right now you should sort of feel like it's maybe a little mushy, right? It's not toned. Okay, now breathe in. Now draw the fingers closer together. Now what you're gonna feel taut. You're gonna feel like, ooh, it's firming up now. Okay, do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fog the windows. Okay, now do that one more time. Can you add your Pilates breath, the towel breathing? Now it's pretty amazing what you're going to feel right now. You're going to feel, oh, muscles are starting to engage, muscles that I don't usually feel, right? Okay, quickly just wrap the towel, place it between your thighs. Okay, we're going to do one last thing. All right, so breathe in again. Neutral position, think of the blueberry, hip bones, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze the towel so tight, like squeeze it with all your might. You're getting the adductors, the inner thighs to work. Now imagine by squeezing the towel, you need to hold your pee flow in. Can you guys do that? By holding the pee flow, it's like you feel an energy that draws upwards. Yeah? Okay, good. Breathe in again. So you've got, I know it's a lot to remember, guys, don't panic. You've got towel breath, you've got hip bones coming closer together, you've got pelvic floor muscles drawing up. Now you're connected. Now you're using your core muscles. Yes? Okay, good. All right, so guys, enough of the explanations, okay? Guys, I know there's a lot of information to take in. So I invite you again to rewatch the video as many times as you want. Just practice it. You know, I tell people you've got a couple minutes before you go to bed. Do it at night. All right, so I'm very excited. Let's begin day one of your workout. So this is going to be 5 minutes. It's going to be quick, but we're going to work, guys. All right, so let's lie on our backs. Okay, now I want you to find the neutral. If you want to use your fingers or think of the blueberry. All right, you're going to take a nice big breath in. Remember, use your towel breath. Exhale, float the right leg up into a tabletop. So this is a new term for you. Tabletop basically just means, imagine you have a coffee cup resting on the knee. Now I'm going to tap the foot down. I'm going to use my breath. Fog your window. And then come back down. Good. Now, as far as the gaze goes, I didn't mention that, but you want to always be looking up to the ceiling. Try avoid like turning your head. So in other words, as you get used to these workouts, just listen to my voice. You don't have to look at what I'm doing. And then come back and then lower down. All right, now just check in again with the pelvis. Blueberry, are you in your lower, are you in your neutral? Breathe out. Fog the windows, guys. Now this is called disassociation. The pelvis is stable as you're moving your leg, right? And again. It doesn't look like much, guys, but believe it or not, you're working. Your core is working. Okay, I'm just going to roll my mat up because I want to do an exercise called a towel slide, just to make it a little bit easier. All right, now from here, arms are resting by your sides. Think of the blueberry. These are called leg slides. I'm going to slide my right leg away from me. Now just notice what happens to the hips. What's going to want to happen is the back is going to want to arch. Draw the belly in. Remember we talked about drawing those hip bones closer together. Take an inhale here. Exhale, slide. So these are great exercises, guys, to do. Let's say if you've got a sensitive lower back, if you've got weak abdominals, it's perfect. It doesn't seem like it's much, but these are exercises, trust me. Once you put it all together and you get stronger, you'll see a big, big difference. So slide the other leg back. Good. Now, breathing. Exhale, effort. Inhale. Breathe out. Fog the windows. Again. One more time. All right, we're good? Okay, let's keep going. So back into neutral. Float one leg up into tabletop. Now this is going to be a little more challenging. You always have the option of doing one leg at a time. Use your Pilates breath. Okay, from here. Just tapping the toes, right? I hope you're fogging those windows, guys. Keep going. One more time. Okay, now from here, just take a little break. Okay, if this felt good, if you felt like, wow, I really feel it, and you can go a step further, by all means join me. If not, just keep doing these ones. So get ready. Lift one leg up. Neutral. Okay, from here, flex your feet. Flex just means you're leading with the heel. We're going to try to aim the foot a little further away from the body without straightening the leg. Keep it bent. Now bring it all the way up. Do you remember the breathing? Exhale. Inhale at the bottom. Keep going, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to sweat a bit. This is hard. Okay, point your toes. Now, we're going to try both. We're going to try. Stop halfway. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm shaking. Even after having done Pilates for like close to 15 years. 2 more. One more. Rest your feet down. Okay, let's do one more variation. I'm going to try both legs. I'm going to try to aim my toes to touch the ground. Let's try it. Still in neutral, guys. You ready? Let's go. You feel it? Good, down. Three more, guys. Two more. One more. And rest. Okay, so that's what we can do in the span of 5 minutes, right? You're still working hard, guys. You're still working hard.